everyone, I'm Megan, and you are?
I'm Brendan Graber. We're playing Fire Emblem Fates, the Birthright Edition.
Yes, we are.
To talk about my castle, which is actually your castle.
It is my castle.
This is your save file.
Welcome to Lambda Fortress. Yes, I named my character Lambda, lest we forget that she is a martial Nor princess. But we're actually on the Hoshidan side of the campaign in Birthright, and you can tell, because if we do a awesome close-up, we have a lot of architecture that looks like something straight out of ancient Japan. Take a look at this.
Yeah, Hoshidan is very, very Japan-inspired, like the cherry blossoms, the architecture, even the classes and people you meet are very inspired by that.
That's
whereas
right.
Nor is very European and kind of Roman. But so you're pretty late in the game, and you've been building up your castle, which you kind of get after you choose your side.
Yes, so about Chapter 5, Chapter 6, you have to choose a side. Are you going to be on Hoshidan's side, or are you going to be on Nor's side? I picked Hoshidan.
And then you get this magical castle in the
astral plane
the
somewhere.
Who knows where, because plot.
Yes, exactly.
And in between battles, this becomes your new kind of barracks. This is where you meet your teammates. You can chat with them. You can also buy supplies. You can chill out at your own little tree house. Looks very Kokiri Forestish.
Yes, it does.
And you can customize it to your liking, which has a couple of effects in multiplayer. We'll talk about that later. So for now, let's just look at your nice place that you built up.
My layout. It's a little bit hodgepodge, but that's cool.
And so
you have all these exclamation marks for all these different buildings that we're going to go to. But first, let's start right here at the throne room.
It's nice.
It is nice, and you've got some statues. And as you can see, the Lambda statue, my heroine, it raises the cap on all allies' speed.
And you got one for Tsubaki. So you get one for all your characters as time goes on. And if you notice next to the Fort Lambda on the right, there's a dragon icon. It says 3, and those are your dragon points. And basically every time you do a story chapter, or you visit other people's castles through the internet, or you do street passing, you'll gain a little bit of that meter.
Yes, and here's what it does, is you can talk to, this is my manservant Jacob, and with buildings, you can use these. We don't have any dragon points right now. Well, we have 3, but
those don't cost any right now.
Yes, so, but you can upgrade all these statues. You can build different types of shops and buffer stations. But first, let's check out our private quarters.
I like that.
Fancy schmancy. Now, I bonded with Jacob. This is my husbando.
So he's also waiting for you in your house, as well as being your butler.
Yes, exactly.
Like
so if I talk to him...
Here we have the infamous face.
Yes, the infamous face. And lots of hearts. He just likes to hang out with me. My bond has deepened. It's very nice.
So yeah, they still cut the live 2D portraits. A little bit less of the rubbing in the face.
Yes.
Though there's a couple of things you can do, like you can wake them up and
You can wake them up, or if they have a hot bath, you can blow into the mic to cool them off, which is pretty hilarious. I was hoping that would come up in this, but that's okay.
You can also invite allies.
Yes, you can.
And the ones that have hearts on them are ones that you'll actually increase your support rank, which is actually very important in the conquest route, because you have less opportunity to kind of get supports. There's less times where you can kind of battle outside in the main chapters. So going there often is actually very important. And you can do this a couple times a day. And what's nice about the castle is that it'll change the time of day as you go back to it. Whether you're battling or you just leave your 3DS closed for a while and come back, time will pass. And then like in the evening you can bring someone by and go like, hey, what's up? And you got another heart piece.
I did. Oh man.
But it gets some more heart pieces. And then like support increases your ability to pair up and do more damage, to hit rate, dodge chance. So it's always invaluable to kind of like invite people over and chat with them, because you're getting a benefit to the game.
Yeah, so it's a great loop where you can pair up in battle, you can stand next to each other, and you can boost each other's stats. And then when you go back, you have opportunities to increase your ranks further. And the higher the rank, the more useful the pairs will be in battle.
You can change your hair too. And then you see you have units just wandering around the base.
You do. So if we go and we talk to them, so Sakura here is my healer, and she's talking to Azura.
Which is kind of nice.
They just had their own relationship improved. So when they're paired up in battle, they will help each other more there.
I can't lose.
No, you can't, Hinata. So
I saw Nada.
yeah,
And
that
then,
was very nice.
Every castle also gets its own 2 resource gathering places. You get like a mineral resource gathering and then a food source.
Yes, and also talking to people, you will actually pick up random items.
Which is actually really useful because you don't have to buy them.
Right now, I can't pick up any pearls or
pearl
beans.
spring
but-
and bean fields.
Yeah. Now here's where they both come into play. So we'll start with the mess hall.
I love the mess
I
hall.
love the mess hall. This is really cool. So depending on who's in the kitchen, so Ryoma's in the kitchen today.
High
and
Prince of Hoshido.
The High Prince of Hoshido. All right, cool. So we can mix ingredients together to see what kind of meal he'll whip up and what kind of stat buffs or debuffs, depending on how things go.
Yeah, it's interesting that
get.
every character has their own flair.
Yes.
And depending on what that flair is, it'll give you additional buffs in addition to what the ingredients are. So like maybe wheat will give them defense, but he has a very special flair, and he's also screaming in the background, which I
Yeah,
love.
it's amazing. I'm
And
quite
then-
proud of this dish. And so we have hearty fish balls made with a hearty flair. So that's Ryoma's hearty flair.
So you, in addition to your strength and speed from the fish and the beans, you'll have an additional flair as your army tastes it.
Yes.
Oh, he likes it.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Wow, they really like it.
Wow.
Fantastic.
I've had some really bad ones which have been really hilarious. Sort of like, I'm not going to eat this. I'm going to take it out back and give it the burial it deserved. Like, oh,
I love the comedic writing in this. So all 29 of my units received strength, speed. Sometimes only half your units
yeah,
will
usually
receive
like,
buffs.
if you use one ingredient, it's like half of your army, 2 ingredients will 2. And so all males got a bunch of stat buffs from the Hearty Flair. So
Strength, speed,
Ryoma
luck.
is a really good cook.
Yes, he is. That surprises me. It's a pleasant surprise. I thought this was going to be a disaster. He's a prince.
Yeah.
He's a soldier.
Guess he learned to cook on his own.
So that's the mess hall, and if we have pearls that we harvest, we can take it to the smithy, and we can boost up our weapons.
Yeah, so fortunes kind of changed in the previous Fire Emblem. It was always just, you'd build your own custom weapon, you put in money to make it better than usual, and you name it. Whereas in Awakening, you're forging, you basically take 2 of the same item,
Which I'm doing right now with Raider Yumi. So Raider Yumi +1.
and then you're using gems to increase the stats rather than just dumping money on it. And different items will take different gems.
Right.
And you can either trade in multiples of the gem you earn,
So,
or
yeah.
what I like to do is street spot passing, and I just visit other people's castles. They'll give you gems.
Yeah,
just
I
for-
love that.
for
You can go
traveling.
help yourself to their vegetable garden, their
Yeah,
ore,
and they're
they'll just
happy
give
to
you
do it.
stuff. Yeah, it's
And
great.
so it's a nice way to get other food and gems that you wouldn't normally get at your base. Kind of like Animal Crossing, where it's like you have a cherry tree, but you really want some bananas, so you go find someone else's village that has bananas, and you come back with your own.
Exactly. Here we have a cool thing that's very helpful if you're playing on high difficulty levels. You have a lottery shop. So you try the Dawn Lottery, and it'll generate 1 random item per day.
Which is nice.
Yes. Oh, it looks like we got a good item.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Throwing
club. Very nice. So my Oni Savage, Rinka, can use clubs. Maybe she'll want that.
Yeah, so definitely for Conquest, the castle is actually really important because you get a lot of things that you wouldn't normally be able to grind out otherwise. Getting items, getting stat boosts can be really important. And then you're at the Einherjar shop where
Yes.
you can get cards based on people you meet, which kind of serve as kind of like additional units for your team.
Yes.
you
So if I
wanted
want an extra samurai, I can purchase this card, and there we go.
And they're usually like not the best if you get
No.
the Raylan ones, but you can also when you're street passing or spot passing and you visit someone else's thing, you can get their card and you can go to their Einherjar shops and buy their units that come with their own skills. So if you have like another Korin who's like, a level 25 samurai,
Right.
and he has all these cool stats, you can buy him and put him in your own units. You have 2 Korins on your team.
This is cool. So here we have an arena where you can bet on valuable items, and you can try to get your fighters to win you more, to net you more valuable gems. So here I can bet. What do we want to bet? Well, quartz. Why not?
Sure.
All right. We're gonna have. Let's see. Who do we want? Well, we're gonna have our Oni Savage. So this is a new class that this is that you'll get on the Hoshido side of the map. She's got strong defense, strength.
It's nice that a lot of these buildings will change slightly depending on who's manning the shop, so to speak. So because Rinka was manning the the arena, she's the one you get to pick right now,
That's right.
along with Jacob.
There's a
And then-
first-person perspective. That's kind of cool.
Oh man, it's coming right at me.
Oh my gosh! It's intense. Here's another view. So
Come on,
it's
we
kind
can
of
get
cool.
together.
On the lower
Oh.
screen, you've got different camera angles that you can work on.
There we go.
Go Jacob.
Some crits.
Boom.
Nice.
Very good. Excellent. There you go. They won me some quartz.
1 to 2. Oh, nice. So you
Yes.
can keep fighting to get more units, or you can kind of take your winnings and run, which can be a good thing if you're running low on health.
Yes. Now the character's not here right now, but Lilith Temple is where you can actually feed your friend Lilith, who's I don't know what she is, a fish dragon,
She's like
squirrel.
a little pet dragon.
Yeah, I don't know. She looks like a squirrely
Chibi
fish.
dragon. Yeah, she looks really cute, and she's kind of ingrained more with the multiplayer side effect, where all of these buildings you're building and placing, they actually have a tactical advantage.
Yes.
During Street Pass battles, and then if you visit other castles and battle them, they become kind of like towers that give you additional stat buffs. In addition, Lilith, you can feed her to increase her her level, and she'll kind of be like a guard for your castle as well. And
Yes.
depending on how much you're feeding her and what you're feeding her, she'll get more and more stats and become more and more proficient at fighting off the enemy. And then if you're attacking, you kind of want to destroy the buildings. They won't actually get destroyed, and your own castle it's kind of like a copy.
Right.
But like some buildings will give you like increased crit chance, or they'll do steady damage, like 10% of the enemy's damage. Like the Dawn Dragon right there, that does an ally thing. If you're of a Nor place, you can deal damage instead. And then you
Yes.
also built some puppets, which are kind of like guards that will attack for you. And you can build turrets. And it's really nice because
See if I can go find my turret.
because of the layout, you can drastically change depending on the style. Like if you go back to your butler.
All
for a
right, so
second,
let's
we
go
can
to
kinda see-
Jacob. Hi, Jacob.
Is there a plan?
If you go to the what is it? The buildings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Go back. The castle settings.
There we go.
So you can change the entire style.
Yeah, so let's actually one of my favorites is
And
this
this not
style
only
right here.
changes the
It's
look,
cool.
but it changes the layout. So you can see now you have this giant canyon in the middle, which you can use to your advantage if you want to build a very nice battlefield. You can put these buildings so that they kind of line up to make choke points.
Yeah, this
then
is
you-
really cool. I like that they have choke points here to make it a little more difficult for
Mm-hmm.
your invading.
And then
or the
you're able
invading
to kind of
parties.
choose a Street Pass team, which I think is around like 6 or 8, and you get to place them strategically where you want them to either pair up, or you can have one defend the throne, and that way when people attack, you kind of set the rules of engagement,
Yep,
so to speak.
very cool. All right, we're gonna change it back.
There you go. You can change it back.
You can change it back instantly. Everything goes back to normal, so you don't lose anything. You have to rebuild anything.
Just
You
some
don't
things
have to.
get moved around to the side.
Yeah.
And then on the left side there you have the Street Pass corner. And
Yes.
this is where everybody will show up in your Street Pass queue. And then you can kind of like, see them. You can challenge them to fight. You can get their cards for the Einherjar. You can get their castle ID so you can go visit their castle too. Oh, you have a prison there too.
I do have a prison. I wanted to check that out. So this is where you can keep up to something like 6 prisoners at once, and you can either persuade them or bribe them to join your team. Sometimes, depending on who's in the prison, you can easily just get them to come on your side without spending any money. Other times, you're gonna have to spend money,
Yeah, depending
and
on
other times you just want to release them.
depending on the path you take, you'll have one unit on your side that has their own personal skill that can capture enemy units, and you can use this on regular units. You can use it on bosses, particular bosses, and you can actually get them on your side that you wouldn't normally have available either. Like on my Nor side, I captured Spear Fighter, and Nor units don't get Spear Fighters, but I got a Spear Fighter on my side now.
Yeah.
And he even has like his own skills with him too.
Yeah,
Which
it's-
is nice because you can change the way you play the game, like drastically. Like if you want to use units you wouldn't normally have in your playthrough. So yeah, there's your castle. There's
One more thing.
Oh, one more
So
thing.
we got to go to the crystal ball. So if you want to know how you can access wireless gameplay, here you are. You just go to this crystal ball and you go through quite a few tabs.
Mm-hmm.
But you can go to wireless, you can parlay, you can battle, you can join a session,
So yeah, you can make online sessions with people near you.
you can
and
visit castles.
You can have like 5-on-5 fights, or you can visit other people's castles. You can see your own castle ID and post-its. People can know where to find you. You can get if you bought multiple copies, like if you bought Revelations and Birthright and Nor, you can get some additional bonuses that you can transport from your inbox into your convoy, which is nice.
Yes.
So a lot of things you can do with the Crystal Ball.
All right, that's it. That
yeah.
is Fort Lambda. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Megan. This is Brendan, and for all your Fire Emblem needs, keep it locked here on IGN.
Yeah.